It's 2 a.m. in Germany right now. Don't even care. Holy crap. Love from Australia. Oh my god. You guys are all over the map. Dang, that means you have to do the math when I'm posting, oh, I'm going live at 8 p.m. And you're like, oh, 8 p.m. What the fuck? What time is that? Skip my comment. I didn't skip your comment. I said, I know, it's not what I showed you. I'm going business casual today. I'll wait for a couple people to trickle in, and then we'll get started. Well, at least you guys are early, so I'm gonna feed you while we're waiting for some people to hop in. I'm gonna fill you in on some tea, update to last week's drama. You guys remember I was bitching and moaning about this mobile game company? They actually did DM me. They responded to my very angry DM. Yo, what's going on? Looking snazzy. Will I ever do a shirtless stream? That's coming. Beagle Motors, your art is great. Love the humor and art style. Thank you guys so much. How you guys doing? Anyway, long and short of it is that the app messaged me back and they were like, okay, we'll remove it. Yeah, we'll remove it or we can credit you if we want. And I'm like, dude, you're supposed to pay me. It's not about credit. You're using my shit for an ad. I just said, just remove it. Just remove it. And they were like, okay. And that was the end of it. And all I'm saying is, like, if I didn't get nasty with them on Twitter, if I didn't go on there and embarrass them publicly, they probably wouldn't have responded to my thing. But fuck them. Who cares? Don't you want the exposure? I fucking hate that. I mean, it's like, I really don't care. Actually, okay, I don't want to call this girl out. Totally anonymous, but I did get a message when I hopped off of stream. I like opened my Twitter DMs, and somebody had messaged me like a whole bunch of messages, and they were like, I'm so sorry. I think what happened was that they saw my like my Spider-Man comic posted to Facebook, one of them, and then reposted it to Twitter, and I think somebody was just like, you're not going to tag the artist or something, giving her a hard time. And she messaged me, was like, I'm so sorry, I deleted the post and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, it's okay. Like, of course, I love when people repost my stuff. It's not about the reposting. When people put stuff on like Reddit and stuff, I don't post to Reddit. So like, that's the only way that people are going to see it over there. So that's great. It's just, that's like, I mean, free advertising for me, basically. It's just the reason I was pissed at this mobile game company, even our gaming. Oh my god. The reason I was pissed at this gaming company is it's like, yo, you guys are using an ad. And the thing that they messaged me back was they were like, oh, we'll take it off of our website and we'll try to get the advertisers to take it out of circulation. And I'm like, you guys are paying an advertiser, but you didn't pay me to use my art. It's like guys, I ain't got to tell you, like, can I visit our meth real quick? Maybe we'll do that in between the two drawings. You and YOLO talked about some drama on last Tuesday's pod that never got brought up again. Dude, it's not my, sorry man. I don't want to disappoint, but that's not my drama to bring up, really. It's like, it's some shit that was going on with YOLO, and we were thinking about talking about it, but it was kind of like, I think we just didn't want to kick up any dirt, so I don't want to do that right now on stream, honestly. If you're in the Patreon Discord, maybe we'll talk about it there, but sorry to disappoint. Nailed the teacher look. Okay, guys, thank you. Let's get started today. There was probably some other shit that I wanted to talk about too, but let's get it popping here. All right, you guys know the drill. You know what I'm gonna pull down right now? You know what we're about to see? I'm gonna give you a hint. Ready? Oh, what was that? Oh, what is that? Who's that guy? Okay, anyway, alright, this is the Beetle commandments. Okay, number 1, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? We are doing this for fun. When you send me your art after the stream, which I love when you guys do that, be hard on myself, go at someone else's pace. Trying new things will always disappoint you. Other words to live by. In a parallel universe, you could live by those rules, but when you're here, you have to live by my rules. Don't be too hard on yourself. When you send me your art, which I absolutely love, I don't want to hear anything like, yo, mine sucks, this is shit, blah, blah, blah. This is never true. Everybody, you're allowed to be hard in general. Everybody's drawings that I've been seeing that you guys have sent, I'm seriously not even blowing smoke up your ass, have been great. And I'm like, it's awesome because, like, it's great. Like, you guys are drawing really well. A lot of you, sometimes I'll get a message that it's like, I haven't drawn in so long and all, you know what I mean? And they look great. So don't be too hard on yourself. Go at your own pace. This is my first one. I just came from a drawing class, so you're already warmed up, baby. Go at your own pace. I'm going to go really slow. I have 2 like drawings possibility. You know how I'll give you probably like the option for the second one. The first one's going to be like nice and easy and it'll be a good warm up. And the second drawing we do, I think will be like a little bit more complicated, but that's cool. But I'm going to go real slow and then try new things. It's how you get better. That's what I'm trying to do every class. If you guys also send me, I got to say this time around, I was a little, whoops, why do I always do that? That happened last time too. If you guys send me suggestions, if there's something that you want to see me draw on stream, that would be a big help to me because I'm also just like, what could be a good thing? Like I do actually want to keep things like an actual class, right? So like, I'm gonna ignore that comment, Angie. The drawings from here have legit been my best drawings. That's lit. Can you zoom in on the guy with his thumbs up? I want to see him more. Let me just bring him in one more time. Whoops. 6-point perspective tutorial. We could do that. Let's see here. Whoa, who's that? Can you see that? How do I zoom? I don't even know how to zoom this in. Oh. Zoom in. That's me. That's a make him an emote. I am gonna do that. Basically, I'm making the push this week to be an affiliate, which means I will be able to add my own emotes on here. Basically, I just need to stream for like 3 more days after today. So I might have a bonus one on Friday, which would then mean Monday, and then Wednesday will be our big push stream for affiliate. So when we go on here, I'll have like streamers and we'll go crazy when I hit affiliate status. And then we can do emotes and all that crazy stuff, which would be great. Something else. I think that's it. I think I was gonna say something else, but I forget now. Okay, let's get started, guys. Let's see. I got my big ass sketchbook. Sorry, I'm like just want to make sure I'm reading everybody's comments here. Let's see. 6-point perspective. Woke up from a nap because I remember this was happening and I thought I were about to miss it. You didn't miss anything. We're just getting started. First time joining. Amazing. Furry porn tutorial. Is it required that I've seen the previous streams or can I hop in on any stream? No, what? Hop in on any stream. Every single one is... Oh, dude, I'm so glad you guys are first time here. These are all going to be amazing first time joiners. You don't have to watch any of the previous streams. They are on my YouTube channel, which is in the link in my bio. But doesn't have to be your first time. Okay, let me switch to the right tool here. Okay, does everybody have a pen and paper? That's all you need, pen and paper. First time here, you'll miss out on the lore. Okay, ready? So first time, amazing. Pencil is okay. Pen is okay. All right, here's the first drawing. This is a warm-up, okay? This is a warm-up. Tutorial on how to finish things and not start at 10,000 things. You gotta watch somebody else because I cannot tell you how to do that. All right, the first thing that we're gonna draw. Everybody have your pen and paper ready? Draw along with me. Okay? We're gonna draw a polar bear in a blizzard. All right? So start with this. Okay? And then right next to it, make another. And then down here, just underneath, you're gonna make a little triangle. And that's it, guys. That is a polar bear in a blizzard. So that's our first drawing for today. You like that? Is that funny? I fucked up already. Okay, I have a real drawing now. That's just it. Art is literally so easy. Fellow CSP user. Okay, what we're actually going to draw today. I have this idea. I used to draw these characters a lot more, and actually I've been re-inspired for... been re-inspired by my buddy Gumshoe, who is periodically on the stream also, who draws amazing... he draws incredible like goblin characters. Gumshoe, he on Twitch. Genius artist. Okay, there's something I wanted to save here. Okay, let me see your desktop. All right, tight. I just wanted to pull up a reference. We are actually going to draw something else, which is a goblin, but we're going to draw it like kind of the type of thing that I would do. Okay, here we go. Sorry, wait, I'm seeing a lot of messages here. Yeah, the background isn't exactly white. I think it's like FFEECCC or something like that. I did it in the middle of the page. All right, get a new piece of paper. Do you have a Discord open? I keep hearing beeps, and it's not from me. I don't think so. Am I Jewish? Yes. All right, ready. Here's what we're going to draw. All I needed to pull up was this one right here. This flower. You guys know what that is? You ever seen one of these before? That is the largest flower in the world. Okay. Largest flower in the world. Yeah, dandelion. That's a Pokemon. So, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a goblin character who is going to be delivering flowers, but it's going to be one of these giant flowers in a wagon. I drew one on a piece of paper and it came out really cool, so we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, everybody ready? Get your piece of paper and pen. We're going to start with the eyes. Ready? Start with the eyes. And remember to go small because you don't want to run out of room. But I'm doing this kind of on the left-hand side of the paper here. Make a sort of football shape oval like that. Okay. And I like to do this kind of, well, let's do another oval right next to it. How are we looking? Okay. You know what I'll do. Okay. Next, I'm sweating. We're going to go like this. Don't color these in, but make very two little circles inside each of the eyes. Okay. And then in between the two of them, we're going to go line, 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 line. Okay. Yeah, he's going to be really scrunkly. Line. See how I'm doing this? I'm just connecting to the top. And he's going to be really scrunkly. And then color this bit in. And the other one too. Now these are his eyeballs. And I like to use that effect on eyeballs sometimes when I want to give them that kind of like glossy appearance. Just add those little circles in there. Okay? Here's what we do next. Line. Line. That's his little nose. Okay? Now, next to the eye here, don't bring it too far up, but just kind of next to it, give this little shape right here. And same thing on the other side. Kind of sandwich them with those like parentheses. Alright? And now his upper lip is just going to be one squiggly line, which comes down Squiggle, 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 up. He's not gonna be too sad. He'll look normal, I think. But it's okay if he looks sad. It's kind of cute. Ready? Everybody got that bit done? We're gonna go tooth. And then give him like 2 extra teeth. Like 1 here. Make him kind of like... You can make him uneven. Jellyfish looking. We got that. Next we're going to do his bottom lip. But not all the way. Just like to like... There. And the other side too. Don't connect it. Just a little wiggle. He's not sad. He's just like... he does look kind of... he's just like glossy-eyed. I don't think he's sad. Now this is how we make these goblin ears. He's going to have really big ears. Or at least what you can fit. But his ears should be almost as big as his head if you can fit it. This is going to be the space that they take up basically. Because that's how goblins look in my head. So connecting to his cheek here. What if they've just watched a sad movie like The Fast and Furious? Ready? See how I just did that little bump? Looks almost like a backwards 3. Okay. And then another big bump. And then almost a straight line. I would actually say you could curve it over a bit. Coming down like that. Cool. Now, we're going to move along the forehead. Can start a little bit next to the... It's okay if you're out of room. They can be smaller. I mean, also, I'm just totally imagining this, right? Okay. We're going to move this over. Just to the middle. And give them one of these. Do you see how I did that? Think of it like you're drawing kind of like an M, like a crown. He's really scrunkled. But curve the lines. Rather than just going straight, give him a little like that. So he's kind of got a little comb over. Cool. Next, we're going to move it over. Next line. And then we're mirroring what happened here is going to go right here. Just on the other side. Is he balding? Yes. Ready? Curvy line up. I don't trust him. Wait till you see the full drawing. I love drawing characters like this. They're just like... You can really just do anything with them. I used to like... I wish I might have it here. Let me see. I don't have it handy. I found one of my old notebooks recently which like had a bunch of my old doodles in it, and I was like... I used to just draw these types of characters all the time because they're just so like... So many like variations. Alright. Same thing on this side. So a 3. Like that. A 3. And another line that connects it up top. And then what I'd also like to do is probably just from, let's go from, yeah, from the outer one. See how there's kind of this like gap, there's a gap here and there's a gap here? From this bit on the far left, we're going to draw a connecting line going from there to the point. I'm going to do that one more time. From this bit all the way up to the point. And the same thing on this side. Far right. Not this one. This one. Connecting line. He's giving Gremlin. Please give him the Frodo haircut at the end. That sounds good. I think we'll also okay, yeah, next. All right, ready? Next he's going to have this big kind of like gullet. I'm just going to go like this. Don't connect it, but just these two lines, which just make him look like he's got like a huge double chin. All right. Stupid. All right. Did that. Now he's got little man boob. And yeah, we'll draw tears. And another man boob. See how we're just kind of layering things? Is everybody still with me? Give yourself room. See, I'm running out of room, but he's going to be short, so it's okay. Big, fat belly. Shaped kind of like a U that connects the two of them. Okay. And on this side, he's kind of slouching. I would say probably right up here where like his lip meets his double chin. God, that's how I feel sometimes. You're going to go slight curve down. Okay, slight curve down. And then Looks good, right? Now the legs. He's cute, but I wouldn't want to hang out around him for too long. I agree. All right, the legs and feet are surprisingly tricky. So watch how I do it. We're going to keep it simple. It's going to go curvy line and a smaller curvy line. But think about how they end on the same plane. Don't draw what I'm drawing. See how they end at the same spot? So there's a big curve and a little curve. And then mirror it on the other side. Small curve, big curve. You can make that and bring it to the same plane. And then another 3 toes, flat, and make sure he gets a little heel spot there. So same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the curve and a little heel. I'm going to do it all over again. That's okay if the legs go off the page. Don't worry about it. Everything else is going to be pretty much behind him. And the way perspective works is it means it's going to be actually like up here-ish. Okay? So next, let me think about how I want to do this. His other arm is holding the lever to the wagon. Okay? So, same spot, it comes from this lip here. But instead of it being a curve down, it's actually going to be a straight line. Or mostly straight. It doesn't have to be perfect, but like that. Straight line, because outwards a little bit. And another small one just kind of in line with that. Okay? Mine is grotesque. It can't be that bad. Now you've got this shape, right? This bit, this lower arm, which should come just a hair lower. See how this is on a slightly different plane? There's some room right here. Bring a line across, up, that sort of J shape, and connect. Okay? Alright. Mine is ugly. Look at mine. It's supposed to be ugly. That's the other great thing about drawing goblins, is they're all ugly. Okay. He's holding the handle now. Handle. Okay. And the lever, which is 2 straight lines going diagonal. 1, two. And connect them at the bottom, like that. Everybody good so far? That's okay. They should be slight. I mean, I want them to have slight variations. That's the fun part about drawing these guys. Oh, let's give them these too. What do you think of that? Oh god, that's funny. All right. Okay, rectangle. Rectangle, which starts up here, line, and another line. Actually, you can make that line pretty long, like to here. Give him abs. He's been working out. His nipples and eyes and belly button are a smiley face. That's true. Oh yeah. His eyebrows. Bear mode activated. This is bear mode. And those like sexy lines. Okay. Alright guys. Moving on. You guys got this line here, right? Did you short line and long line? Okay. Line down to like here. And another line flat across like that. Then connect it. Okay? Now, to give the effect of 3D on this one, put a line right in between here and here, the two ends. A line going straight up, just like that. Which gives us that kind of 3D effect. Now, it is a box. Isn't that easy? Normally you draw a box like this where you get the like perspective, but we're at the same eye line, and a box that's on the same eye line you're at just looks like that. Absolute cheat code. Oh yeah, I'll move the camera a bit. Sorry guys. How's that? Can you see better? Sorry guys, I'm always doing that. Okay. Now, we're going to draw that big, ugly flower that we were looking at before. Ready? Make an oval. Like that. And now the flower, it's got these big petals that are kind of a rounded square, kind of a rounded triangle. I would think of it as like a rectangle. And they're just jutting out, and they can be wiggly, they can be unnatural, uneven. But you see how I'm doing that? Remember, because of the perspective, they're shorter in the back, longer in the front, because they might be hanging out in front. They're closer to us, so they're bigger here. Perspective in the back. See the effect that kind of creates? That it looks like this one is closer and this one looks farther away, but all I did was draw this one a little bit longer. Did I go too fast there, or are you guys following along? Pretty good. Next, along. Next, also, this is more perspective, like 3D stuff. I'll go very slow. We're going to kind of recreate the curve of this just right below it, which is going to create this hole effect. See how I do it? Let's go one more time. It's not a straight line. By following the curve of the flower, you create that pit look. And you can even fill that in and color it in. See that? It looks better like that. All right. Now, it's got this big lumpy base part, which is just all over the map. See how I'm doing that though? I make folds in it by creating this kind of L effect and L's and J's overlapping, zigzagging. See that? I'm gonna go again. L, little one. Looks like the flowers from SpongeBob. Yeah, it does look like that. Actually, it's going to look more like that even because we're going to draw some spots on it too. And those can just be peeking out from the sides. Cool. All right, we're going to create the wheels of this wagon. So right underneath, it's got these little wagon wheels. And we kind of did these on the skateboard on Monday when we drew the dinosaur on the skateboard. But we'll do it again real slow. Still perspective, but easy perspective. Small oval and another oval in the back. See that? Line, line, curve up. Line, line, curve up. Color them in too, so they look like wagon wheels. And then a little dot in the middle too. I can smell this drawing. Me too. All right. Here's this bit. Now we're going to create the little connecting bits. So in the middle, just where like the handle is, picture that. Draw these two lines very close together. Okay? And then a straight line across. Straight line to the other side of the wagon. And then one long straight line, keep it thin, all the way across. Connect this bit at the end. And now the oval is over here. Now we're going to draw this wheel. Upright oval. Line. Line. Curve. Color it in. Can you see the other one? Yeah, you can kind of see it. It'll be over here, just peeking out behind this one. Just do like that. That's all you really need. Little arch. Okay. Line down. Across. Line down. Across. So like there. And then another one, connecting it. Boom. Wagon is complete. Now what I think this one is missing is it should be looking kind of dirty. So let's put like, I'm going to put a clump of dirt here. And some specks. See how I'm doing that? Those can be like, they can look like anything. It's just supposed to look like dirt. And yeah, that's right. We are going to draw some flies as well, which is just above this flower, which are easy. That's like the polar bear in the snowstorm. Circle, and then wing, wing. Circle, wing, wing. And another. And then the easy part is just give it some stank lines. Absolutely foul. Alright, let's take a look here. That looks great, guys. Maybe we'll just get... I'm thinking there's probably just some stuff we could put on the goblin. I think he needs some lines around his eyes. Maybe some eye bags. Eye bags. And I don't know what this is, but it just kind of makes it look like his eyes are bulging out of his head. A Supreme hat? I was thinking some drool, actually. That's a good call. This is kind of that, like, Rick and Morty drool, I guess. But this is just going to look like this. Just wiggles. God, that's disgusting. Does he have a name? What should we name him? What should his name be? You can also give him spots too, I was thinking. Like Earl, Jared, Trogdor, Cheeto stain on his shirt that's not wearing. These are great. I like Earl. We can name him Earl. My wife asked if we could draw something not disgusting. Yeah, I got something good for our next drawing. This one's not that foul. Oh yeah, that looks better, huh? You know what I mean? You could put those little circles in his ears. See that? See what I just did? His ear holes. Felix. Yeah, I think he looks handsome. If you want, you could even give him a business in the front, party in the back, baby. Let's go. He's looking fresh. What do you think of that? Give him a bow tie. Circle. And then these threes. On either side, these like loose threes. And then you put a little line in there too. He's beautiful. He looks really good. He kind of has those sideburns a little bit. What's he missing? He looks pretty good to me. He looks pretty good. So you're telling me this was just a cute little guy all along? Yeah, he looks like a cute little guy to me. He's so innocent. He has no idea the horrors of the real world. I think this came out good. He's blushing. Any other suggestions? I think we're probably good with this one. You could add some lines here for some shading. I would do that sometimes. That's also just to give it like a little bit more perspective, a little bit more, you know, give it that extra oomph. See how I'm doing that? Just tiny straight lines. The bow tie makes it look like he's trying. He looks good. I think he looks great. I think this is done. Somebody said we could decorate the wagon, which you could put a little flames on them there. Like that. That looks pretty sick, honestly. 90s flames. Oh, can you see that? Flames! Earl's Flower Shop. Alright guys, let's draw something else. I think this one's good. I have a few options that we can do here. You guys know I had that little spiel about AI art last time. I posted a little clip on my Twitter, and I got such a, like... I got a couple responses that, I mean, I got some good responses, but I got some people, of course, that were going to be like, you don't understand. Like, this is the death of the industry and all this shit with the artist thing. And I'm like, I think what I'm really getting at, because I'm not saying that I like AI art. I think that it's gaudy. I think it's an affront to nature. I don't think it's cool. But, like, I think what I'm sort of trying to, like, criticize or clown on is later T Stilly. Thanks for stopping in, man. I talked for hours about AI art. It's such a deep conversation, so many branches. I like the pizza metaphor. I thought it was fitting. Thank you. I thought the pizza metaphor was good too. And then one person was like, somebody was like, actually, DiGiorno did put pizza places out of business or something like that, or it did ruin the pizza industry. And I was like, what? Where? What are you talking about? There's still a million pizza joints, and there's like pizza joints that, like, I know like mom and pop pizza joints near me that suck. They're like really bad, but they're open. So explain that. How is the pizza industry ruined if some little shitty pizza joint can still stay alive? It's because people go out and eat pizza all the time. So don't tell me that. And then they also said I was being racist to Italians because I said mama. I did that whole Mamma Mia spiel. Ay, man. If anybody has a good reason to be racist towards Italians, it's me. Because I got a mod in the chat, Kyle, who's Italian, who's trying to sabotage my stream. And my fucking business partner, Yellow Swag. That kid's Italian too. And I've heard him say things that would blow your hair back. So don't come at me with all this don't say Mamma Mia crap, alright? I've fucking earned my stripes. The AI thing is just silly to me because it's like, it's just artists complain. Like, artists are just so crybaby. It's always a reason it's always another reason why the art industry is in the toilet. It's like, oh my god. Did you guys know that Vincent van Gogh died penniless and insane? You know why? He lost his job because of a robot. Can you believe that? Van Gogh. AI took his job. He lost his mind, and he had no money when he died. Unbelievable. My point is that there's literally never been a good time in the human history when being an artist was good. And it's like, you should... I'm not saying that as like a don't be... And I'm not saying that as like a don't be an artist. I'm saying that it's like, you guys need to just... Like, you need to be doing it for you. You need to do it because you like it and because it's fun. Do you know what I mean? Don't be worrying about all this other crap. And the AI thing just feels so much like a buzzword right now. It's such a buzzword reason for artists to be complaining. And it's like, I don't know, man. Just do it because it's fun. Am I making sense? Anyway. Artists must suffer for their art. That's why it's called painting. That's true. I want to do it for someone on TikTok I'll never meet. Artists, when their DeviantArt and anatomically incorrect scribble gets anime-fied by the Chinese bot. That one's a crazy one, too. That's funny, though. That, like, anime Yasify bot. Alright, I have two options here for our second drawing that are both pretty funny. One of them is actually a two-panel, really quick comic, which we've never done on stream. We've never drawn a comic on stream. But it would be really fun and pretty easy, I think. Like, I could teach you guys to do this. The other one, I drew a xenomorph holding a Chili's menu, and it's saying, "Hi, welcome to Chili's." So we could draw one of those two. I have a comic that's about a gorilla, which is pretty good. Or we could do a xenomorph saying, "Hi, welcome to Chili's." Please cast your votes now. Ding, 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 ding. Comic. Ding. Got one vote for comic from Yves. One. Alright, that's two. Gorilla comic. Okay, everybody's saying gorilla. Let's go. Comic! Okay. Everybody's saying comic. Alright, guys. Get a new piece of paper. Oh, Babadook said chili. We'll do Chili's next week. Sorry, buddy. This one is going to be lengthwise the paper. Stop the vote! Okay. I'm going to show you guys how I do a comic. And we're going to keep it super, super easy. Vote rigged. What's rigged? I was watching it in real time. Yeah, you could make your own dialogue for this one. Alright. Comics are fun. There's a lot of different ways to do them, and we're going to get to talk about them now. And it's what I do for my job. So even though I'm not the best artist in the world, I think I have a little bit of insight about what makes comics cool and how to use them. I have this extremely cool book, which I'd highly recommend to anybody. Check it out. It's called Understanding Comics. I read this before I started my Beetle Moses shit. And it's amazing. Sorry I'm illiterate, but thanks for the recommendation. The whole thing is itself a comic, and it breaks down how to make comics cool, how they work, dissects the entire thing. It's by Scott McCloud. Unbelievable. Amazing book. I'm due for a reread. I recommend it to everybody. So sick. Scott McCloud, the GOAT. And it's very insightful. What I teach you today is only going to scratch the surface, but it could be fun anyway. Okay. Your English teacher made you read it twice. It's a good English teacher. Now, there are a lot of different ways to make comics. The way that I make them, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret because you are in my stream. So you guys are going to get a little peek behind the curtain. The way that I draw comics is specifically designed to fit on a phone screen in apps. Because as you know, Twitter and Instagram have Instagram especially is bad, but both of them have a habit of cropping your image to a certain layout. And there's a lot of comic artists that do amazing work. I mean, but it ain't the old days anymore, right? If you want people to look at your comics really quick, in my opinion, it's really easy to make things fit on the screen in a 2 or 3 panel comic. I see some people that are doing comics and they're like this. They're like literally like 10 panels going all the way down like this. But now you don't see it on Twitter. It gets cut off by Instagram. No bueno. I always do shit in a way that's going to fit the screen, which is usually in 2 panels. So we're going to start with a square. Okay? There's no way Flork doesn't make his comics to be cropped though. Yeah, it's true. And Flork is amazing. But he's been... I mean, dude, like, obviously what I'm telling you is just my personal method. Flork is an incredible comic artist. That dude is, like, one of my favorite webcomics. Super funny, instantly recognizable style. I mean, the bottom line is that he's just hysterical. I think he's just, like, a really, really funny artist. And his stuff, not only does he not conform to cropping guides on Twitter, he does things on Twitter that force you to interact. Like sometimes he'll have an extra panel or 2 or 3 in the thread below the comic. So you have to go see it. For me, I was trying to build an audience really fast, and I found the easiest way was to make sure that people did not have to interact to see my drawing. Flork, I mean, has been around for a while, and that dude's like goated. So he can do whatever he wants. This is just my personal method. Anyway, here's the top panel. So we're going to make 2 panels about of equal size that are square. Rectangle-ish. Straight line up. Straight line over. Straight line up. Straight line over. Same thing down here. Duplicate. Over, up, over, up. Okay? Really is an art, though, to communicate all that sauce in few panels. I mean, in my opinion, I know I've talked about this on my Twitter and Instagram before. One of my favorite comic artists of all time, possibly the greatest funny comic artist of all time, is Gary Larson of The Far Side. That dude does it in 1 panel. No setup. It's just the punchline. And he draws it in a way, and you learn about this a little bit in Scott McCloud's book, Understanding Comics. There's a way to draw comics even in 1 panel that force your eye to guide. It guides your eye. You're gonna follow a certain line while you're watching it. When you're reading Far Side, it's really simple. I mean, it's like there's nothing super realistic about it or crazy, but it's one drawing and your eye just follows it in a way that's a setup and a punchline all in one panel. How he does it, I can't tell you because that's like genius. But I like to do mine. I can usually condense everything into a setup and a punchline, or in my 3-panel comics, which is funny. It feels like I'm a little bit more known for the 3-panelers. It's usually like setup, instigating action, punchline. Like if I have to include an extra thing, but I usually don't go more than that. Farside and Calvin and Hobbes are goated. Hard agree. The best calendars my child had ever owned. Farside does have some good calendars. All right, everybody's got these 2 panels, right? Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to start with one of my favorite things to draw, which is a butt. Curve, little y, another curve. Okay? Everybody with me so far? Now, just off to the side here, right here, we're going to make a knee. So, this line going this way, that line going that way. I know. 100k retweets on this one. I think this one's going to be funny. And then we've got his little back leg, which is kind of going to be shaped like, it's his calf. So it's like a bend. Connected. Does that make sense? Sort of a backwards C, but not so far up. Just like that. A little curve and a connection. It's like that shitting toothpaste. Another line down. Right in between the leg there. And a small curve up. How's everybody looking so far? That's a tough anatomical thing. Beetle is going to build this empire? Is that what you're saying? That's right. Alright, here's the foot. He's got a little heel, which means there's a tiny bump going back that way. Over here too, a little bump. And then it's flat line and a little curve back. This flat line goes all the way there. This one, the foot, when we're adding extra toes, am I going too fast or are you guys with me still? We're going to add extra toes. It goes bump, bump. I'm going to just bring it in. Actually, that doesn't look quite right. I think I missed a toe. Bump, bump. That looks better. Make sure that this line goes over that. Wait, does that look right? Something doesn't seem quite right there. And it translates. Bump, bump, bump. Chicka, chicka. Bump, bump. Okay. Oh, is that like the Ferris Bueller's? Chicka, chicka. Bow, bow. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Okay, now we're up here. We're going to go his back, which is sort of like an almost looks like a number 2. Not a number 2, but the number 2. So it curves like this, just very slightly. And he's got a shoulder here as well. You can actually add more to that shoulder and make that bigger. Trust me, that's going to look okay. Ready? Shoulder also on this side. Give yourself some room because his little head goes here, but not too much because this is going to be blocking his face. So like that. Make it a little smaller. Got it? His posture's bad. He's a monkey. Doesn't get worse than that. And now we're going to give him his... This is an ear, which is peeking out there. It's hard to draw people from the back, right? That's kind of what we're doing right now. Ear. Give him an eyebrow. He's got that big monkey brow. He got scoliosis. And then monkeys have this kind of head that's like... Like that. Actually, it could be a little bigger than that. Good. How do we do with that? Think of it like a little minion. Bump. Some hairs. Back down. Okay. Now we're going to draw his arm. They're kind of muscly. Right here. Curved line coming up. And make it a Y. Just like that. That's where his shoulder is. See, this is shoulder, this is arm. Shoulder, arm. Here's his big monkey gut, which is just a 3. It's going to be like kind of a backwards 3 right here. This is boob. That's his big belly. See that? Titty. Belly. Okay. He's kind of thick though. Now the front muscle, which is a curve. Like that. And then this bit, so picture it's going to look, this is going to be the remainder of his arm, right? That's about the space that it's going to take up. But we're going to kind of draw, he's going to be furry over here. This is where his arm is really hairy. See that? Just a few hairs. But his forearm is going to look big. That's kind of how you get that gorilla look. Bigger forearm, smaller upper arm. The cheeks are tight. Okay? And then on this side, another big swoop. Is everybody with me right now? Because we're going to draw the hand in a kind of unusual position. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. You with me so far? His hand is going to be doing this. See how I just did that? Curve. Curly Q. Second curly Q. I always have trouble with hands. I totally feel you. Just follow me. Curly Q. A C. And another C. And then he's got his little thumb peeking out right here. Thumb. That's it. He's on his monkey hand, like that. And then back here, if you have room, if you're back here, we're going to draw his other arm, which is just going to be back this way. Thumb. Alright, so ready? So line. Thumb. And then another curly Q. Curly Q. This is if you have room. Look, I'm even running out of room. So it's okay if it's not perfect. See how I did that though? Curly Q and the two fingers connecting. Good? Oh, and he's also got this little back muscle. Put this little line. Beep. There you go. And now we're just going to draw the ground, which is just a grassy patch. So as you're drawing, straight line, give little sprouts here and there. Oh, I forgot to connect the foot. If you didn't connect the foot, do that over here. Baby got silverback. See that? Little grassy patch. Cute. And I learned this from Yves, because she just posted a comic about it. You can make little clouds, right? Everything looks better when you make clouds. See? I'm paying attention. It does look better. And that I'm just doing... You guys know how to draw clouds, right? Just making bumpy. Turds. Exactly. Okay. First panel is complete. The second panel. Is everybody with me? I'm going to... Let's zoom in. How do I zoom in? Not too much. Okay, ready. Get your pens ready. This is his shoulder. Make it furry as we're going up. Curve. See how I'm giving it kind of like fur like that? It's going up, back, up, back, up, back, up, and over. Double cheeked up on a Wednesday night. That's right. Okay, so the punchline of this comic is that the gorilla is going to be gorgeous. So we're going to draw a beautiful man's face right now. So just follow along with me. I'm going to show you how. This is how I like to draw a really funny, handsome Squidward style face. Ready? The mouth is going to look just like an M sort of shape. Give him that pursed lips look. See that kind of M shape? But it's flat. Curve underneath. Yeah, it's a self-portrait. And then lips on top, which are basically just a bigger version of that shape. Ready? So follow along. It might even be too pointy. You can make it a little more curvy than that. Okay. Now we're going to make the nose, which is that little circle bit. Should make that. Covered by the nostril. And then the nose is kind of this shape that's like it's like a hook. And it's up. See how I did that? Curve and up. Okay. Eyes. Eyes are easy. Curve. Curve. See that? And we're going to do that same glimmering effect on these eyes as well. Although I'll do it a little bit differently. I like to make the circle, big circle for the eyes, for the pupil. Line in the middle. Line in the middle. And then just color in 1/2, which gives it that shiny. His eyes are glistening. Maybe even some eyelashes. So beautiful. Funniest part about drawing these type of faces is the chin. Alright, so here I'm going to show you how to do that. It's going to be a line straight down, not too far away from... Picture this. Picture, you know when you... There's a line from your face, comes down to your chin. See that? Line, chin. So this is what we're drawing. Not the line, but just the chin bit right here. Down. Okay. Curve. And yes, like Gupter said, we're doing a butt chin. Comes up with a Y. And then just like that. And peeking up on this side too. And then his actual jawline comes out to the side of that, which is right here. Not the Chelsea. Oh my god. Same thing with the chin right here. Look at that. Chiseled. And then you gotta add amazing cheekbones, which are right here. And here. So this bit is gonna come all the way up to the eye. Ish. Leave a little room. Almost all the way up. And then we'll give them eyebrows, which are just like that. See how it did that shape? Line. 2 straight lines. And then a little pointy bit coming down to connect it. You made it. You're here. It's okay if you're late. And now, he's got this gorilla hair coming around. Ready? So from this bit, this is where his like neck is. See how I'm doing that? Give him a big gorilla ear right here. And then keep going up. The goblin face. And now this bit comes down, and remember he still got that gorilla sloping jaw, so it kind of looks like a lightning bolt. Okay. Now the hair, it's peeking out from the hair. He is gorgeous. And it's also, his face is kind of peeking out of this hairy bit. Do you see how I'm doing that? Just zigzagging all the way across. Little zigzags. Give him on his ear. This is how you draw the... I'm going to show you how to draw an ear right now. All right, you made the bump. And now on the inside, you make this little... This is cheat code. Make a little... It looks like almost like a wave. You can picture it on like a wave. Looks like that. On the ocean. Like that. Shark fin. Think of that. Shark fin. That's it. That's an ear. That's pretty much all you need. That's how they do in cartoons, basically. Shark fin. Right? And now we want to give the effect that he's turning around. He's turning his head around. Which you would do like this. It's important. The actual indication are going to be these movements, but the placement is what's important. Because they need to be going around his head to indicate that it's whipping around. So watch where I put it. So I did that. Hook, hook. See how that, just those 2 lines, all of a sudden, this is also in that Understanding Comics book, how you display motion. There's different ways to do it, for sure. Some of it has to do with actually just your line work, right? Sometimes you don't need these types of little lines, but if something is moving at such a fast pace, you'll see some comic artists draw them in a way where the lines are like really jaggy or something, so it's like, you kind of get the feeling that they're moving fast, even though there's no actual indication like this. There's a word for it that he uses in the book, which is really interesting, where he's describing things like this that we collectively, globally, recognize that this doesn't happen in real life when you move your head. There's no words. It's not really a discernible symbol. I'm not even really sure what you would call it. But we just recognize that this indicates that he's turning, that he's looking. And then the other thing is that I would probably just draw these to display that we're being like surprised. Yeah, the whoosh symbol. And he's pretty much gorgeous. So let's look at the whole thing. What do you think of that? Gorgeous gorilla. How did everybody's come out? I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Masterpiece. And now this was our first a cloud on panel 2. Almost forgot. Gotta include them. That's true. I picked this tip up from Yves. She's super talented. Should follow her on Instagram. Follow her on Twitter. Holy shit, that's the first thing I've ever drew that looked good that wasn't a sad clown. Let's go. You drew a comic. What else? Sorry, I see some other chats here that I wasn't... My first panel looks alright, but he's looking busted in the second. Are you posting this one on Twitter? Maybe I will. Well, I would love for you guys to post this on Twitter. We didn't do this with the last one, and for some reason, I don't exactly know why, but my, like, actually, that looks alright. It's like my opacity is really annoyingly low for some reason. Let me see if I can make this smaller. Actually, let's give it some more color than that. But if you guys want to color this in however you want, it could be a monkey, it could be a gorilla, it could be an orangutan. Let's see. Other than messing up the hands, can we draw a sad clown next? Yeah, we can do that. I'm pretty spent for tonight, so I don't think we're going to do any more comics tonight, any more drawings tonight, but this came out so good. I would love to see you guys, send me this on Twitter. If you color it in, even if you don't color it in, I would just love to see how these look. This one, and what did we draw the first time? Oh, the goblin was really good too. What do I draw using? Traditionally, when I'm drawing, I am doing everything on pen and paper in my little notebook here, and then I color it on my iPad. But for the sake of the class, I'm using CSP is the program, and I am using an XP pen tablet to draw on, which is connected to my computer. Instagram proportion book. That's right. Guys, this was a really good lesson, or I thought it was a good lesson. I had a really good time today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you finished this comic and you like the way it came out, please send it to me on Instagram, Twitter, post it, I'll retweet it. If you don't like how it came out, please send me the drawing and I can totally give you some feedback on it if you want to hear what's going on. Because this is a class and I want you guys to keep getting better with each one, because that means we can draw more complicated things moving forward. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you guys? Obviously, I love you guys for coming in here. I really appreciate the support. If you haven't followed me already, it'd mean the world to me if you followed me, because that means you'll get a notification when I go live. All of the VODs, aka the past episodes, including this one, will be uploaded in full on my YouTube, which is just Beetle Moses, same @ all over the world. I have that link also in my bio. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram if you don't already. I have a Patreon with my good friend YOLO Swag Studios. If you are also a fan of him and you want to see us work together on some stuff, we have some banging stuff in there. It's called Cold Cuts. So patreon.com/Cold Cuts if you'd like to support us. You get early access to comics, bonus episodes of our podcast, and access to a Discord channel which I'm in, including him. It's also really fun. That's it, guys. I think that dude, thank you so much, everybody who's following. Yeah, I'm literally just loving doing this. I would do this even if there was nobody here, but the fact that you guys are all, like, joining me is just, it makes me, it's just, like, I'm very humbled. I love you guys. That's it. All right, I'm going to get this uploaded to YouTube. It should be up tomorrow. And the next class is on Monday. Thanks, for the stream. Monday at 8 p.m. and Wednesdays is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. All right, guys. And if any of our Netherlands or German listeners are still listening, because I know it was 2 a.m. when we started, if you're still here, God bless you. And that's it. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.